I swear, TikToks, they dropping me in the middle of people's drama that I'm not aware of. Okay, but, so I got dropped in the middle of the Jackie Aina blush debacle with another makeup artist. Okay, so this is my face today. No filter, right? So there was a woman that saw me in the store today that said, "Oh my God, you look like a Barbie." This is what I look like today. Okay, now my makeup today, I don't have on any foundation. I literally did almost like a no makeup, but I went heavy on the blush. Okay, so now that we're talking about blush, and she said I look like a Barbie, let me tell you what I did today. Okay, so I changed clothes. I was eating, excuse that. Okay, so what I did today was, and it's funny because I used cheap makeup because I didn't want to do like a makeup day, so I was like, I'm gonna have my makeup be cheap. So first things first, I do my brows. I laminate my brows. I brush them up. I ran out of my brow gel, so I used some of my Got to Be glue. So I just brushed them up, and then I went under my brow to cut it out and make it sharp with e.l.f. Camo, right? So that's what I have underneath my brow. And then on top, I have the AOA Flawless Liquid Concealer. I got a really dark color, and I use this for my brows. This is the only reason why I use this concealer. So that's my brow today, okay? And then I use the e.l.f. Now, y'all know I can't read it, but this orange blush. So before I put concealer or anything else, so I did my brows, then I went straight to blush. So I put the blush down and I blended it out and blended it out, blended it out. And then after I blended out my blush, I used the AOA concealer. And when I say it was a cheap makeup day, these were $1. These concealers were $1. The e.l.f. cheap, but I use it every day. But the e.l.f. Blush, I think this was $7. And the concealer here was $6. Again, because I didn't want to do a whole lot of makeup. So then I went under with this, and I let this dry down a little. And the thing I love about this concealer, this AOA concealer, honestly, is that it dries down really fast and it blends out really good. For a concealer to be $1, this is really good. This is on the TikTok shop. I think it's in my showcase. If you click on my showcase, I think it's there. But you can just search up AOA and get it. So then I put this down and I blended it out. Again, no foundation, none of that. Blended it out. Okay? And then I set it with my Becca. Y'all know I'm almost out, but I did buy the Patrick Star one size. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to use this because I bought it, right? He was the buy one, get one free. So I'm going to use it because I'm going to be out of this. So I'm going to use this. But the way that Becca's powder is so finely grounded, I find this isn't, it's not Becca. I'll just say that. I'll use it because I bought it. But I don't get the hype about it. I don't get the hype about it. So anyway, so I used the Becca to set my concealer. And then AOA. This is their face powder. As you can see, I need to order a new one because I'm almost out. And I just went around my face. Again, no foundation, just powder, just blush. Now, I then set my face with the Pro Perfect. I don't have on eyeshadow either. All I did was take this powder that I had on my face and use a brush and just kind of went over, because I had concealer up here too. So I just kind of used the brush to put the powder that's kind of acting as a eyeshadow, but not really. You see what I'm saying? You can see it, but not really. And then I put my lashes on. Now let me tell you what I did for lipstick. Okay? My lipstick today is pencils. So the darker pencil on the outside, the lighter pencil I filled in my lip, and then I put gloss on top. Now, when all that is, it feels like I did a lot. Okay, let's go again, because it feels like I did a lot and I didn't do a lot. You know what I mean? So we got foundation, blush, powder, setting powder for my concealer, spray. And then we use pencils as lip. And then, speaking of this, again, this blush controversy. So I put the orange down on my face, and then I go in with my Juvia's palette because I love blush. Now, where'd my little brush go? Always when you're filming, you can't find it. There it is. So then I take my blush, this pink, and I just go on top. So it was a heavy blush day. And I think the makeup artist said she didn't like Jackie's blush because it was too shocking. My shocking blush had somebody tell me that I looked like a living doll. This is my face, no filter. Zero filter. This is what my face looked like. When people encountered me today, this is what they encountered. This is my face. If you like blush, put on the blush. Some of us like blush. I like blush. I'm going to be an old lady still blushing. I'm going to be an old lady who still has all the blush. So, I saw the makeup artist's apology, which is how I even knew this thing existed. And, you know, I thought the apology was sincere. I thought it was a good apology. And I went and looked on her page, and I love the way she does makeup. I love the way she does her makeup, so. And she teaches really good how to do blush. But this is my face full of blush. But this face full of blush got me told that I looked like a real life doll.